Well, even though it's the middle of the summer and about 95 degrees right now, I am thinking about next steps in the fall and the holidays. And I'm looking through some of my food in a jar books that I've accumulated. That what that refers to is like cookie mixes or any sort of mix you can put in a mason jar of varying sizes and then tie a ribbon on and give to people. I did this actually a few years ago. I go to this cookie exchange every year with a group of ladies I've known for 30 plus years, and everyone brought cookies and I brought cookies in a jar. I made, I think, chocolate chip cookies or something and layered them, and it ended up being surprisingly popular. I think what happens is during the holidays we're inundated with lots and lots of sweets, and it can become overwhelming. But what was interesting is that months later, like in February, March, people would say, "Oh, I've wanted cookies, and I took out your the mason jar and made cookies, and they were so good, they came out great." And what's nice about things in a jar is that you can really sort of extend the holidays or give somebody something that they will actually enjoy a few months, weeks or months down the line, instead of being overwhelmed with a lot of sweet stuff all at one time that they can't possibly consume, or they do consume and get mad about later. So anyway, I wanted to show you what I'm thinking about for the upcoming holiday season. One of the books I got is called Gifts in a Bag. And what these are just different dips, recipes to make your own dips. And I just want to show you the cover. And that's pretty much what stuff looks like. There's like, I guess you get a baggie and you put, excuse my fingernails, I've been gardening. You get a baggie, you put the ingredients in there, and then here's like, for example, one of them, the recipe, and then there are these recipe cards that you can use like this. Tells you how to use the recipe and how much to use. And so there's a lot of different dip recipes, usually using mayonnaise or sour cream as the base. So I thought I could make some of those, maybe make 3 or 4 different mixes and put them in bowls or something for people to pick and choose what they wanted. What's nice is they're very simple and everything. All the ingredients are herbs and spices you could find at Dollar Tree or Grocery Outlet. There's nothing highly unusual or amazing or hard to find or expensive. I got this one too, Coco's Coffees, I guess Coco's Cappuccinos, Coffees, and Teas. And this one I'm interested in trying, except that the amounts that you make in the jar are huge. Like a cup of this and a cup of cocoa and half a cup. So I'm gonna have to figure out a way to kind of cut that down so that I can try them without investing in enough mix for an entire jar. I just want to try it and see if it's any good. But again, a lot of the stuff is not complicated. Instant coffee, cocoa, instant dry milk, cinnamon, stuff like that, powdered sugar, coffee creamer. So it's nothing unusual or expensive or anything like that. Now I have a couple of cookie and bar and brownies. This one is bars and brownies for the jar. And again, they've got different recipes of stuff that looks good. You can put in a jar just regular cookies for a jar. Gifts in a jar, holiday favorites. So that looked pretty good. Gifts from the kitchen, holiday favorites. Says two books in one. One is cakes and cookies, and the other one is snacks, like bread pudding mix, and what else? Baked rice pudding mix and sugar-coated nut mix. So that looks like it could be kind of fun too. And I went to the library and I found yet another one. It's called the Dessert Cookbook, How to Create Mason Jar Dessert Mixes. So I'm going to look at some of those. Actually, they had some pretty cool recipes in here. Coconut macaroons and cocoa drops. They had one, this one, cherry jello cookies that you basically just put, let's see, of course I can't find it. Simple sugar, cherry jello, baking powder, salt, and flour. So probably comes out pretty in red. Maybe you could make a green version too. So I'm going to look at that, come to some conclusions. And I also, this is not a book, but when I was at the thrift store recently, I came across these amazing little cast iron molds. Not sure if they're for pancake mixes, or making personalized pancakes, or what they're for, or eggs, I don't know, but I'm going to use them to make cookies. So there was a Christmas tree. There were 2 of these gingerbread men, and then a star. So they're nice size. So I figure I could make some big gingerbread cookies in these, or sugar cookies, decorated sugar cookies or something. So I'm going to be experimenting with cookies in these to see how they come out. It'll be kind of fun. Sometimes you do want to give cookies, or maybe, I don't know. We'll see. I'm going to try it, and I just like to have a lot of tools at my disposal. Anyway, what I'm doing now is when I go to a grocery outlet, or I go to a 99-cent store or a Dollar Tree or whatever, I am keeping my eyes open for different types of baking supplies, and like chocolate chips, or M&Ms, or unusual things that I might use later. Also, around Thanksgiving, right before Thanksgiving, is probably the mother lode of baking supplies. Flour and all that sort of stuff just goes down, down, down in price, so that's a good time to stock up. So I'm going to start soon, probably after dark when things get a little cooler, and happy baking and happy cooking to all of you.